budget officers who lecture, meaning they have already grasped the idea, but it took a lot of mentoring, one by one, and telling them not to be threatened, you do not like their position, you're only here to make them appear good, something like that. And of course, having salaries less than them, but hindi sila threatened. No? Now they are the ones going to the barangays telling what is gender budget. And they should account already for the percentages. We have percentages now, and as I told you, and this will be easy because there is a gender budget item already in the gender format. No? Before there was none. There is a mainstream format for local government budgeting, and there is another special format for GAD budget and planning. No? Because of the rationalized planning system, where there will be no segregations already of this, there will be just one format and one reporting. The government from the DBM, National Commission and NEDA, DBM, the three of them, put their heads together for this rationalized planning system. And slowly it's trickling down. But sad to say, the memoranda will always come late, in the barangay. So that nag-budgeting na kayo for 2009, hindi pa signed yung updated joint memo circular. These are the administrative, yung mga slowness din siguro ng national, yung mga decision makers. But in Quezon City, we do not mind them. We really internally try to advocate. And the word is kulit. You really just have to kulit, because if you do not have the kulits and the champions there, it will, every effort will die a natural death. And the 8 years investment under the Belmonte administration, will not be, sustained or continue. We do not sit on the laurels we receive, We do not even promote. Kaya sabi nung iba, Ruby, bakit hindi pa kayo nanalo ng Kalingpok Award when you were the first? At bakit hindi alam when in fact, you have been invited from Banawe to Caraga to share with them how you did the GAD law, the GAD code. The NCRFW uses the Quezon City GAD code and other GAD codes as model. You are being visited by local and international, groups, okay, to see how you implement your the anti-vow national law.
You mean anti-violence?
Anti-violence against women. Because having a law is another thing, and implementing it on the ground is another thing. So that's what I have to study. And I said, maybe our efforts could be heroic in the sense that being the first, we do not have models. We just tried on, trials, errors, no? And now, other LGUs around us have this model, and also the model of Davao City, which is the first naman in the Mindanao, okay? And Angeles, which is the first in that part. But Angeles is so small, and Quezon City is so big with the, 100 times, yung issues. So that's again the heroic thing there, okay? Being the first with no model, trial and error, and being unique in the sense that the movement for gender in Quezon City and having all these mechanisms started from NGOs, especially our NGO. I was still with the Women in Migration, and the university champions, and the champions in the legislature then. Councilors Daza and Biglang Awa were just councilors then in Quezon City. And the NGOs, because Quezon City really is an NGO city. We are lucky to have them. But the sustainability of how many years, to help us and to be speakers without being paid, this voluntary work, this really did it all. Now, in 2004, we were awarded one of the 11 local government units with the best gender practice, gender and men. And in those 11 local government units, it's only Quezon City which has this mainstreaming program that, made us win the award, recognized. The rest would have their anti-violence program. It's thematic. The rest would have a successful livelihood program. But in Quezon City, what do you call this, title is the holistic gender mainstreaming program. And of course, you were part, Gigi, of our mainstreaming in media and the film. We have mainstreaming in, lahat pinakikalaman namin eh. Yung mga job fairs, sasabihin namin sa Peso Iro, how can you integrate gender dyan sa job fairs aside from reporting sexist aggregation na men and women? Can we just let their employers, no, during the job fairs, gather the employers, we will lecture anti-trafficking at manunood sila ng anti-trafficking kwan? Kasi it's, ano, diba? And then anti-prostitution, and then illegal recruitment and all. So, yun ang mga small successes lang and how we, were first. And of course, a very supportive mayor and bureaucrats and staff, technical staff who are social artists, who can imagine, okay, or visualize, what if? And the mayor naman will support to make that what if really, a realized thing.
I would like to acknowledge the help of the Multimedia Center of the University of the Philippines Open University in recording and editing this production. If you have questions and inquiries on the material that you have just viewed, please email me at gigipssp@yahoo.com.